Hey, fellow Castle Crushers. Chief J here. I'd like to first get a quick shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs, baby. They were going to be playing against the Texans this week in the playoffs. All right, today, folks, I promised you I would show you a Castle 3. A Castle 3 army that is the best for Castle 3. I said what I recommend upgrading. You'll see me destroy a couple of Castle max Castle 9s. I'm up in the 4,000, mid 4,000 trophy level right now, so I could be playing against dragons. I'm going to go out there and whoop them with just troops that you get in the first 3 castles. So let's just go through kind of what troops you do get for, you new guys. I just created my first clan. So you guys can come to Crush Strategy if you want to join an awesome clan. If there's room, it filled up in less than 12 hours, but there are some lower level guys in there. So out of all of these first cards, the bomb, the dwarves, the ballista, and all these cards, I'm kind of just showing you their stats. I would focus on 2, right? And that would be the dwarf and the gesture. The dwarf is your tank, your meat shield. It costs 2 mana. The goal here is to really beat your opponent as quickly as possible. I love speed decks till later in the game. Speed decks, I've gone up to 7,000 trophies almost, and it was with the speed deck. So again, low mana cost, and high damage per second is what you're going for. Something that's going to win like 80% of your matches. And this is a deck that would definitely do it that I'm about to show you. So this is the gesture. It's the epic card. So if you can do the dwarf and the gesture, those are my 2 favorite. Once you get to Castle 1, you'll unlock these cards. The next one is focus on the golem, guys. I'm not going to be using the golem in this deck because it's too expensive. I know you're saying it's only 4 mana or 4 crystals, but compared to this executioner, right, which is 8. However, all of my cards are going to be 3 mana cost or less, with the exception of my lane changing bearer. People love the pirate, folks. The pirate is a good card, I guess, but she's slow and she doesn't do as much damage as some of the other ranged characters. If you're going for the kill, this lightning card, which is a huge amount of damage, is not needed because that's a defensive card. I'm going for offense and quick offense. So this costs 10 crystals. If this guy comes out, I'm pretty much doomed because the game went too long and I didn't do what I needed to do effectively. So here's the standard bearer. This is the most strategic card in the game because you can use it to switch your entire army from one lane to another. Doing that and timing that perfectly will destroy your enemies. So work on that golem and work on those bearers. When you get to Castle 2 at 400 crystals, which is like 4 wins or something, I don't know, you'll unlock arrows. Again, a defensive card. I don't go for defense. I go to punch you in the face, get you out of my house as fast as I can, and let's move on. Here's a skeleton swarm. Hate skeletons. Never been a fan of skeletons. You won't see me use skeletons unless it's to show you guys how to do it properly. Dryads are awesome cards. They're fun, right? Let's just face it, especially on the specialty modes where you can grow big and whatnot. But they continue to regain health. So you hit them in the mouth and they lose half their health. They kill you and then they are back to normal. Statues. Awesome card, actually. It's only 2 mana cost, so I like it, but people use it wrong. It's really made to advance your troops down the board quickly, not made to throw in front of a castle, throw a ballista behind it, and let's start shooting at your castle, for 16 damage or whatever it does. 10 mana cost. The Skull King. It's an epic card. People like using it who like skeletons. I can't stand this card. It costs way too much money. Just not worth it. Especially with PZ skeletons. Reapers. So everyone loves the Reaper. People will say the Reaper is the best card, that's the best deck, and you'll see it in tournament play all the time. Frankly, for Castle 3, the reason it's not in here is because there's no shield. The Reaper's useless without a shield. Alright, so at 800 crystals or trophies, then you'll actually unlock these cards. Poison. Work on that poison, folks. That is really not designed as a defensive strategy as much as it is to help advance your troops. Something's in the way, let me get through you quickly, and also to just keep them from casting. I'll show you how to do that, hopefully. There's triplets, not bad card, 7 crystals to cast it, but you do get 3 warriors, right? Each one normally costs 3, so you save 2 crystals. 1 crystal cost, gust of wind. Saved my butt many times, and that is not going to be used in a deck that I'm going to show you right now. However, that is a great card to have. Rage, right? You want to get this up to at least level 6, 7 if you can, and it becomes very effective. It just lasts longer. It's 8.5 seconds of like 100% damage bonus and 50% speed. Genies. This is a tricky card. I don't use it much, but it can be effective. It's really, again, made to do 2 things: advance your troops down the board, because you could place it anywhere on the board, and also made to make them go into defense mode. My favorite card, the Morph. 2 mana cost, folks. 2, and it morphs into any creature on the board randomly, though. It can morph into a dragon that costs 12 crystals for 2. My favorite card in the whole game is this card, and I use it in almost every deck I play. It's very tricky. You got to time it right, but once you get good at using that morph, I mean, it can always keep you in the game. You could be sitting there, somebody's got 2 dragons, and you get a couple of morphs, and boom, you have 2 dragons with full health. So here's my deck. This is what we're gonna use. Again, this is no troop here is above castle level 3. I am going to be fighting castle, the max castle 9 and higher, folks. So you can see, dragons pop out, witches, mud, golems, you name it, anything. But I'm going to whoop their butts with troops from castle 3, right? Because this is a speed deck. So you can see everything here is 3 mana cost or less, with, like I said, with the exception of my bear. So I do have my favorite card boosted right now, which is my Morph, just because I absolutely love it. You don't see it a lot. People don't know how to use it right. So here we go. Let's see what we're gonna get here. All right, Glacy from Brazil. Good luck, Glacy. What you gonna do? I got 2 morphs. Nice. If I cast it now, yeah. So I'm not gonna try to morph myself a dwarf, right? I'll drop this in the opposite lane, trying to get him to play some defense here, folks. Let's see if he bites. No, he's going for offense. I'll just drop a dwarf there. It's only 2 mana, right? Come on, give me a bird. Give me a bird. Of course not. That second dwarf should last a while. Notice I dropped him way back so that the first one could take damage, because that bird does area damage. All right, here we go. Time to start switching lanes, guys. So I'm going to switch lanes and rage this side. Boosh. There we go. Oh, his queen. He dropped a witch while I'm raged. My skeletons killed her, and his troops are gone. I'll switch back to this lane over here now. Right when I see his troop. There we go. Now he's rendered useless. That big guy's so slow. Oh, I have a rage. It's pretty much over, folks. Oh, nice. Now he's on defense, trying everything he can. Good game. Good game, buddy. Yeah, he had no chance. All right, so 4,401 trophies. Yay. Let's see, who are we playing here? Marketing Cat. What you got, Marketing Cat? So I'm looking at him. He has 5 cards to start. I have 5 cards. You're allowed to have 6. Then you have to discard 1 if you don't use it. So I'm going to wait because I want him to use something good so I can morph it. Oh, I got to drop something. All right, so let's go with my gesture. I like starting in that far corner for some reason. Everyone starts in the first one. Ah, monkey. Give me a monkey. That's a 6 mana cast for 2. Who am I going to get? No, 2 gestures. Thanks a lot, game. Well, that's not good. All right, so this is going to have to be on my defense, which I don't like, but he grew the monkey too. He's just doing damage. All right, so I'm kind of evenly trying to build both lanes out. I'll go ahead and enrage this lane and then throw all my troops I can in the opposite lane, and we'll see if he focuses on it. Now I build evenly. That monkey I'm not even worried about him. Ooh, nice move. Got to keep that lane alive, or he could push me back. Oh, I got some bears. Let's go into his lane, stop his monkey right when he throws his mud golem. Wow. Perfect. Good game. Well, there you have it, folks. So like I said, under a minute each game. Castle 3, crushing it. You guys crush it too.